Hey guys, I'm Cash Lawless, and I'm here to answer a couple of questions that I get fairly often. How can I combat hair loss? The first way to combat hair loss is to understand how hair grows. And it grows in a few different ways that are impacted by a few different things. Number one is genetics. This one, unfortunately, we don't have a whole lot of control over. So our genetic makeup has a massive and probably the biggest impact on our hair growth, our hair texture, hair type, the rate of growth, and all of that kind of stuff. But there are some things we do have control over. Hormones, we do have a little more control over that, and that's the second biggest impact on what makes hair grow. The third one, our diet and our supplementation, what we put into our body. And I'll talk about that a little more in a few minutes. The other one is stress. Stress has a huge impact on how our body synthesizes protein and how our digestive system works and how all the systems of the body work together. It has a huge impact on hair loss and hair growth. And the way we treat our hair, the way we brush aggressively, use excessive amounts of heat, excessive amounts of chemicals. This is not affecting your actual rate of growth, but it allows you to keep more of what you grow, which allows you to feel that your hair is growing. The final overarching theme of this is overall health, the health of the body. How are the systems of the body working? And this has a huge impact on hair growth. So here are some things that you can do to quickly, well, I can't say quickly. Here's some things you could actually do to impact your rate of hair growth. And if you're experiencing hair loss, I think these will be really, really helpful. The first one is to get a hormone panel. Not a lot of people know where to start with this, but it's probably the biggest thing you can do to find out why you're losing hair or why your hair may not be as thick as you want it to be. And getting a hormone panel will allow you to get that addressed by a dietitian or a doctor who can help you understand what's going on in your body and why your hair may not be as strong, as thick, or as luscious as you would like it to be and what you can do about it. The second thing is to see a dietitian. So when you get this hormone panel, the hormone panel, well, you'll have to have your blood type and all that kind of stuff. So getting a diet designed for you and your blood type and your body type is going to be crucial. There are certain foods that your body can synthesize, your unique body can synthesize better than others based on your blood type. And this is going to help your body maximize how it synthesizes protein in the body. The third thing is to use supplements. Vitamins like biotin are very popular. But most people quit these things. Growing hair is a long-term game. So when we want to grow hair, it's all about long-term consistency. The hair that we have down here is 2 years old. We were growing that 2 years ago. So you've got to maintain supplementation for several years if you want really long, healthy, thick hair for you to really be able to see a difference. And most people quit much earlier than that. So sticking with a good supplement routine. Some of my favorite supplements are combining biotin with either Nutrafol, which is a really popular one. I haven't used it personally, but a lot of my clients have. And another one would be Viviscal. That's another one that's a really popular one among some of the supermodels I work with. And then the other one, which my wife used and we saw great results from it, was a Chinese herbal vitamin called Women's Restorative Hair Nutrients by Biomed Health. That one was really, really good for her. In fact, I posted a before and after on my Instagram that shows the actual hair shaft being thicker than what it was before. There's no special effects or anything like that. It really did help her. And she was at a point where she lost about 50% of her hair. So supplementation and diet are huge. So maybe you guys can try some of those products and let me know what you think. Exercise and sleep. Stress is one of the big things that affects our hormone levels and what happens in our body, as well as a huge impact on our digestive system. So when you exercise and get appropriate sleep, you are lowering your stress levels in your body, and your body is able to function and perform at much higher levels. It's able to digest its food more appropriately. You're able to handle stress throughout the day more appropriately without letting your cortisol levels go through the roof. I'm not a doctor. I am not claiming to be a doctor, but this is what I've learned over the years of speaking to trichologists, doctors, and doing my own study, that these things really have a huge impact on the overall health of the body. And when the body is unhealthy, it produces weaker results all over, whether that's your muscle tissue, your hair, your fingernails. Those are all signs of what's going on inside. So proper sleep, proper exercise are huge for managing stress and maintaining a healthy body. The last one is being nice to your hair. So in order to achieve the maximum density and hair growth, we want to be nice to our hair. I think the two biggest abuses I see to hair, other than chemical abuse, is heat and friction abuse. So a lot of my clients, I see them brush their hair and I freak out every time I see it. I hear this scraping noise, they grab it, they just rake through the hair, and their hairbrush is full of hair. So if you want to know where a lot of your hair is going, just look at your brush. If hair, any more than a few, is really in that brush, then you want to use a good detangler, one, to reduce the friction and lower the heat on your tools. I recommend lowering the heat all the way to the lowest setting on any of your irons or tools, doing a section and seeing if you get the result you need. If you don't, turn up the heat a little bit, try it on another section. Don't over iron the same section over and over again while you're testing this. Try another section, turn it up a little bit, see what results you get. This way you won't have to go straight to 450 every single time. In fact, most hair textures do not require more than 380 degrees of heat. You can get a lot of styling done with small sections, lower heat, and achieve much healthier looking hair. In fact, when I do my styling on my celebrity clients, I almost always have my heat turned down below 380 degrees, because I like that natural movement and moisture to be maintained in the hair. I don't like stiff hair that looks like it's been curling ironed. So I like hair to look effortless and healthy rather than stiff and done. And that's a personal preference, but it does maintain the health of the hair quite a bit more. If you can prevent breakage and friction damage, you will prevent a lot more hair loss than you would otherwise. I hope that helped you guys. Hope those are some good tips.